Today I'm doing a video on how to repair cement. In the process, what I'm doing right now is I chopped a hole in this pipe shaft, and as you can see, it's a pretty tall pipe shaft. It goes down to the ground, and I suspect that some mice have been coming in, so what I did is I filled this up with really dry fine sand so that they would have trouble digging up through there. But anyway, that's not really what today is about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cement this thing, this inspection port, into this hole, and it's really easy to get this wrong and have the cement crack and pop out of there and whatever. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So anyway, let's get on with it. After cutting the hole, the first thing I did is clean it all out and use this brush to clean all the dust away. You want to clean a nice clean surface. And then I've been spraying it with water like this. Make sure the old cement is damp. If it's absorbing water quickly, it will absorb water out of the new cement, and the new cement will pull away and never stick to it well. So I start doing this like an hour in advance and just keep spraying it until the surface is damp. If the cement is really old and dry and dusty, I'll pack wet rags around it all night to make sure that it is damp. Okay, so that's the next step, and let's get on to the next one. I'll mix up some cement and we'll start doing this. Mixing up the cement, this is just some of that bag, little repair bags of cement. One of the secrets is when you're mixing a very small amount of cement is use a glass of water, a very small glass of water. Do not add the water from the faucet. You'll find that you oftentimes over water the cement, so it's very hard to judge from the faucet. So do that. I don't have enough hands to do this, but mix that up, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's about done, when it's ready to go. And it's better to mix it a little bit dry, and then what you can do is use your spray bottle to add just a little bit more moisture if that's what's needed. Okay, let me finish this. I'll turn it off and we'll come back in a second. This is the cement getting there, flaking a little bit right now. They say mix it until it's about the consistency of peanut butter. Okay. Since I live in a brick and cement house, I always keep a old plastic paint bucket with about a gallon of this cement or repair mortar around, and that's what I'm using today. So again, let me get back to the other place and we'll get started putting that brass inspection port in. Okay, we'll spray it a bit more. Notice I'm wearing surgical gloves. That's so I can handle the cement directly, because I'm going to need to rub it on the old cement and brick. And the first thing one does is prime the surface, if you will. It's going to be too wet, yes, it's true, but what you do is, don't film your arm, what you do is you make sure it's wetted on the surface like this. You get it on there, and what you don't want is if you rub it on here and the cement pulls away. And you'll see what I mean when you do this. But you want to just rub it in every little crack and surface, and if it doesn't want to stick, hit it again. Yes, again, it will make the cement on the surface too wet, but that's okay. It will, see how it pulled away right here? You don't want that. You want it so that it's sticky against there, like clay sticking to a surface. You don't want it so it pulls away. Okay, so again, I don't have enough hands, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and prime this surface like I've just shown you, and then I will come back to set in the brass plate. At this point, what I've done, like I said, is I've just dabbed in the corners. I had some excess cement, so I started filling in this hole. I've checked it for flush with my flat tool, so it's flush with the wall. And then what I'm going to do is wait a few hours until it's hard enough to deal with and can take a little bit of stress. And I'll fill in this and make the cement flush, and we'll come back and do that. Now this is the second coat of cement, and I've cleaned it up a bit with a rag. I'll let this set up for an hour or two until it's still soft, but you know, maybe about as soft as chalk. And then what I'll do is I'll go over it with some very rough sandpaper, smooth it out a bit, and then of course finally paint it and then attach the cover on it. So that's the project. I can show you one that I finished a couple days ago, and you can see how it turns out. Here's one I finished up a couple days ago. It's again a pipe shaft. It's a screw-on cover. It's reasonably flush. Looks good. Just part of the pipe shaft. And easy to remove in case you want to inspect for termites or rats or bugs, whatever. Spray for those. And that's pretty much it. End project. Hope you enjoyed it.